It's a me, a Mario.
It's you, Mario, but it's also everyone Mario. Because the everyone Mario makes the merry-go-round.
Dude, I've never thought about it like that.
It's too early in the morning for this
There's
shit,
a little
man.
bit. You started this. It's your fault. There's a little bit of Mario.
How is it
in
my
everyone.
fault?
I said it's a me and Mario, and you said, well, everyone's Mario.
Everyone is Mario, if you think about it.
Well, and so that means that all of us have a little bit of Mario in our soul.
Yeah, I mean, it's more
We're
like
all plumbers.
the Mario family genes, And
Like,
I'm not talking
he's
about
kind of
those
like the Genghis
overalls.
Khan.
I'm
the
talking
Mushroom
about
Kingdom.
some of us have the big nose. Some of us have the luxurious stash. Some of us have the pearly whites,
Oh, I have blue eyes.
Some
Okay.
of us have Mario in us. Some of us have a little bit of Luigi.
I wish I had a little bit of Luigi in me,
Dude, I was thinking about this the other day. I actually really missed the year of Luigi.
Yeah.
Like,
What year was that? Last year or 2 years ago?
so long ago. It was like 2016. Really?
Are you serious?
Yeah. What do you mean 2 years ago, man?
I don't know. It's like 2022 right now.
You have no concept of time.
Of course not.
But no,
It was 2013. So
literally over a decade ago.
12 years.
It's a lot of years. But all games that were released, it was all Luigi. We don't get Luigi games anymore.
No, it's weird that they only did your Luigi for his 30th anniversary, because he had a 40th anniversary.
Well, 40th is just keep trucking to 50.
I guess so.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a more rounder number. It's a more interesting time.
Then the next year of Mario is going to be pretty cool, right? 50 years of Mario.
I don't think there was ever a year of Mario. Mario's already been around for 50 years, hasn't he?
I guess maybe you're right. The OG, yeah, okay.
The OG
why does
Jumpman.
only Luigi get a year?
They gave him a year. They literally, we're talking about how they gave him a year.
I said, why did only Luigi get a year? What about all the other beloved cast of characters that we love?
Yeah, like
I want the year
Bug.
of Shy Guy.
Where's the year of the Pokey,
Where's the year of all the new characters in Mario Kart World? I want the year of Cataquack.
And the year of Cow.
The year of Cat, that started in 2006, 7 when Mario Kart Wii came out.
Well, I was going to say it probably started like 5,000 years ago when the Chinese people made that calendar.
The cow.
Yeah.
Is a cow a zodiac?
I don't know. It should be if it's not, though.
There's like Tauros as the bull.
Oh, but I mean, a bull is a cow,
I guess late April.
They do the
early
same
May.
stuff, right?
I think they do different stuff. I think that's why they're called different things.
But like they
Cows make
mostly, like there's SUVs and then there's sedans. They both do the same thing.
They're both like a car, at the
roughly.
end of the day.
Yeah,
you're not wrong. One of them just got a little bit more junk in the trunk.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Right.
Sometimes it's we have to dissolve our differences to come together and form a more perfect union.
Hey, I'm with you, man. I've been trying to dissolve my differences in acid.
Yeah, you've been smoking that Abe Lincoln pack.
Yeah, always.
With that tall ass hat.
It's like a blunt, but it has like one of those like, what do they call the like smoke stack? There's like a word for that type of hat.
Smoked stack is what I call your girlfriend.
What? Why is that?
Well, you're normally not around, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. She's just boofing that Benjamin at all times.
Yeah. That's not really what I meant, but yeah.
Is it because she's short?
No, that's just one of the things you do when you're a professional pro cat caller.
You're a heckler.
Yeah. You
You
say,
walk around in, like
"Hey."
a suit, and you're like, "Hey, ladies."
No, I would never talk like that.
Well, then you're not a fucking pro, obviously.
I'm a pro because I don't have to do all that. I don't have to follow the meta to.
But I think that's a dying meta. You know, no one's like, "Hey, boys," and walking down the street and they're like snapping their
Yeah,
fingers
chivalry's
in
been
sync.
dead. We know
yeah,
this.
absolutely.
You
Yep.
know, the way to win people's hearts is not by opening doors. It's not by gifting them flowers, right? It's all like
Money,
you.
Lamborghinis.
It's all you have to wear the mouth tape. You have to buy
Right.
me an $8,000 diamond ring from a
kind of
company that you never heard of, and they
right,
get
they
the
grow them in a
diamonds.
lab.
It is crazy you can grow them in a lab.
I think that's fine.
If I was a beautiful woman and my suitor approached me with a lab-grown diamond, I'd be
Yeah,
a
you wouldn't
little
like that.
there's mines where they do this. We could do it the right way.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't really care.
I mean, if I was given an $8,000 gift, I would be pretty happy regardless. But
well, me too. But like, it doesn't have to be a diamond ring. Get me? Also, like, what is it with
what do you
men
want? A
having
lapis
lame-
lazuli ring?
Oh, now that you say that, I mean, that's not
No,
an
you
awful
don't.
idea.
You don't want that.
What is it with men having like really like? Why do we always have like boring wedding bands? I want like I want a ring.
Yeah,
With a
it's
gem
never
on it.
like in the shape of like a dragon or something.
That's not really what I meant, but
Okay,
that
well
would
that's
also
cool.
be cool. It is cool, but like like women get wedding rings and they have diamonds in them, and that's cool and beautiful. But like, then men get wedding bands and they're like gold ring, black ring,
Well, gold's a little tacky. Isn't it?
silver ring. I don't know. Gold's also not my color, so I would never get a gold wedding.
Well, no one has a gold wedding ring.
No,
It's
so many
silver,
like men have
man.
wedding bands, like gold wedding bands. Yeah.
No, man.
What do you mean, no, man? I know people who have gold wedding bands.
Name them right now.
My friend who just got married last summer, Wes, and his wife have gold. He has a gold wedding band, and then she has a gold ring with diamond.
That's fucked up. Everyone
think it also
knows
depends,
gold
like-
is not the. You always go silver. It's more
I
classy.
think it depends. No. It depends on your complexion entirely and the undertones of your skin.
What the fuck? Now you're making this a skin color thing?
It is.
No, it's not, dude.
Tell me you think I would look good in gold jewelry.
If we went to the jewelers,
I'm pale.
okay, we're aware. If we went
All
to
right,
the jewelers,
Let's stay in our glass houses, pal. We're both pale.
you and I go to the jewelers, we're gay lovers, and we say hello, also gay people, because
say hello, gay jeweler.
And we say we would like a ring that is good for us, and you're telling me this guy would go, well, he pulls up, like the meme where it's the police officer looking at Peter Griffin as he's pulled over, and he has like the chart of the skin tones
Yes.
to see if he's black or not.
See if he's
You think that's gonna happen, basically.
No.
And the gay jeweler is gonna say, darling, we can't give you the silver.
jeweler
It's
will
not
be
gonna
like-
match your tones, man. You see the
he'd
chart.
say-
This is the chart we use, okay?
He'd be like, darling, silver's perfect for you. Gold is not your color.
I mean,
You know,
gold
like that
isn't
thing-
your color. It's true, but
No, it's not.
it's not because you're white, though.
But it is some people's color.
Okay, so what changes it, though?
I don't think it's like it has to do necessarily with race. I think I don't know though. TJ wears silver jewelry and he looks really good.
That's what I'm saying. It's all a matter of confidence.
I'm just going off of what the smokestack told me, and she said that she likes gold. And to be fair, I think she looks so much better in gold than silver, and that's because she was like, yeah, well, like when you press on your skin, like whatever color it is after you press off, that's your undertone. And I was like, okay.
That is not how that works, I feel like.
It's not.
When you press on your skin for a little bit, it goes red because you're not really supposed to do that.
No, like, not everyone's skin does, though.
Name
just don't have any
someone.
pigment. My smokestack. But she like her skin goes like she's sort of tan, so when she presses, it's like sort of yellow and then goes away. And she was like, so that's why I wear gold jewelry, because it just like goes well with my skin tone.
This is some pseudoscience, fucking Buddhism bullshit, bro.
Okay.
This is not real science.
I'm not saying it's science. It's about how you feel.
Well, there's a science to colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Color theory, one of the great
There
theories of the world.
One of the great.
And then there's...
I don't know, and I think that one of those things that's based off of is sort of like how you look. You don't think so?
No.
You want to wear a color that... I mean, I guess it depends. You could bring a color...
I'm going to wear whatever the fuck I want, man.
Yeah, but like...
And people tell you not to mix metals, too. I'm mixing all the metals. I'm getting my metals all mixed up.
My rings are all made of tungsten carbide.
You know what? Like in when we were getting like the sex talk in like 6th grade or whatever. The woman who gave us the talk, she was like, she used a metaphor with these like 2 clay balls, and she was like, when you have sex, this is what happens. And it was like Lauren's clay ball, it was like Frank's clay ball, and they put it together. And they mash it all up.
She knows how that works.
And it's like, see what happens? Once you have sex, you can't take your own clay out. It's all mashed together forever. That's what mixing metals is like. That's what I do. I wake up in the morning and I say, I'm going to live my life to the fullest in the way that I know how possible the best.
I'm going to fucking slam my clay ball into every other clay ball that I see.
I go up to every woman and ask for their clay ball.
That's just not how that works.
What do you mean?
Or she's talking about like your like microbiomes get meshed or some shit. Like I understand if it was like...
I have no idea to this day.
This is an analysis of like, here's your DNA and here's the other person's DNA. And if you have a kid, it mixes like 50-50. Because that's sort of true. But like, what, like your germs, like your, what the fuck kind of clay? There's nothing that happens when you have sex that just like,
well, it's like,
if you have an STD, I guess you both will have it forever. So that's fun.
It's like the penis and the vagina at the same time. And so when you put it in,
so now
you actually can
sex,
take
I'm
it
a
out,
hermaphrodite.
though. You can take it out, but it's like...
You're actually supposed to put it in and take it out like several times. Like a couple.
Optimally, yeah.
Yeah, usually I think just one doesn't really do much for anyone, I think. But
well, if you're a Mormon, it stays in for a long time. Maybe that's the way we're supposed to have sex.
Well, I think they kind of have some like outside assistance, though, you know, from God, their friend James on the bottom bunk.
Yeah. Mostly James. God's not
Mostly
really
James.
doing any of the heavy lifting.
No. It's kind of a metaphor.
Hey, everyone, welcome back to the show. The Pope died recently. Isn't that cool?
Hey, can you believe that?
I wonder what got him.
I think he spoke to JD Vance and he was like, I have no hope left. And then he killed over.
I don't think that's true. I don't think...
it's not. They did meet, like, very recently, though.
No, I know, but I think JD Vance was like, you know, I think he'd be excited to meet the Pope.
I think he was excited to meet the Pope. I don't think he killed him.
For some reason. I don't know why the Pope is like, you know, he's just like an old guy.
Yeah,
there's
like,
nothing special about
Catholic
him.
as fuck. Why wouldn't you be excited to meet like the ordained minister of your favorite club?
That's a weird way to put that, I guess. But
I don't really know like how
what
else
you're
to
saying.
put it. It's like meeting like your favorite YouTuber. Judge the Pope vlogged. That'd be so sick.
That would not be sick. Have you seen
I think it would be pretty cool.
Have you seen Cristiano Ronaldo's YouTube channel?
No.
He's like the 10th most subscribed YouTuber or whatever.
It's not really very surprising.
But he just puts out like his videos are just like, it'll be like ranking foods from the places that I've lived, and it's like a 1 minute long video, and it's just like someone behind the camera going pasta, and he go or no, the person says a place that he's lived. It'll be like Madrid, and Cristiano Ronaldo will be like penne.
Number 3.
And it's literally that for like a minute.
I mean, to be fair, that's like not really what he does. So I think that's fine.
But it's like, why does he have a YouTube channel?
Everyone famous has to have some sort of fucking
Why?
publicity page, because that's how the world works.
He has like 100 million followers on Instagram. Why does he also need a YouTube channel?
Instagram only allows certain lengths of videos. Now, would they allow the length of that food ranking video?
Yeah, they would allow that.
I don't know, man.
But also, why does he have to put out... And it's also not like a short form video. It's not like a YouTube short. It's like a full widescreen 1920 by 1080 4K recorded, like in a studio.
It's recorded
YouTube
on like
video.
a red camera.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like fine.
And it's like, what is the purpose? Why does he feel like he has to do this? Like, I get that he probably has like agents and like a marketing team or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he's like number 8 most famous guys right now in the world, probably.
Yeah, I feel like worldwide he's got to be like, I mean, he's like top 5.
But he could just not like, he could just like have a fun Saturday with his family. You know what I mean?
Sometimes.
I would hope so.
I feel like when you're that famous, you don't really get to have that much agency over your life. You kind of go play soccer, and then you enjoy that. And then when you're done, everyone who's trying to mooch money off of you by adjacency is like, well, Mr. Ronaldo, we have to film that not YouTube short, but full-length video. And all of the ad revenue will go to my famous ad agency, my horror ad agency.
If you're Cristiano Ronaldo, you could just be like, man, fuck off. It's Saturday. I want to hang out with my family. No one's stopping him from doing that. He could fire his agents.
I think his societal pressure is getting to him, and that's okay.
What do you mean societal pressure? He's escaped all actual real like world problems.
Yes, yeah.
He's not only is he that rich, he's also that famous. Like he's completely disconnected from every real world scenario you could imagine. When was the last time he went grocery shopping?
Probably never in his life. Actually, that's not true, but not recently.
Certainly not recently. And he's not even that old, too, which is crazy.
Didn't he grow up like really poor, though? I feel like...
Probably, right?
Yeah.
I would imagine. I mean, Messi's just from a boy from Rosario,
Okay, all right.
What? He is.
He is. I had never heard anyone refer to him as that except you. Which I know that is true. He is just a boy from Rosario.
Well, it's like how LeBron is just the kid from Akron.
Yep.
Sorry, LeBron James.
And now he's LeBron James.
To me, anyway.
We're Ohio natives. We can claim him that way.
Yeah. I really want to go to Argentina, man.
Do you?
Yeah. I got to see where Messi was born.
You want to go?
It's like a pilgrimage.
Will you go to Argentina? Do you speak any Spanish?
No, but that doesn't matter because I speak Portuguese there. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well.
But there's tons of cool stuff to do in Argentina. Like, there's mountains.
That is
stuff
true.
like that.
They have mountains and I think they have roads.
I'm pretty sure there's a mural of Messi in Rosario, so that'll be cool to see.
That would be cool.
I'm sure they got some stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm sure that they have something going on in the town where one of the most famous players for one of the most famous sports is. Maybe they don't, though. Who knows?
It's just it's a tourism strategy,
Oh yeah.
As soon as you find out, if you're like a mayor of a town and you find out someone famous is from your town, you might as well just like rename it like, oh, this is the, Rain Wilson town now. You live in Rain Wilsonton.
Wouldn't that be miserable? I can't imagine like going off and becoming successful and then like every step of your life that you went along. Like if I ever become a decent architect and Ohio State's like, hey, do you want to come back and talk about your excellent experiences that got you to where you are?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yeah. Call me stubborn, but I didn't really
we
learn
didn't
a lot
realize
about
you changed your
architecture here.
name. Hey, stubborn. Do you want to?
Yeah. Do you want to give us $2 million and come in for a speech?
That'd be cool. Yeah.
And I'll be like, why do I have to give you money to come in and talk? They'll be like, well,
it's like
that's more of like a gift. It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
And that Christmas spirit is a 365-day commitment. So I don't know. Maybe
It's really
Maybe I
only a
think about it.
31-day commitment, I feel like.
you think just December is when we have to like be nice and giving to each other.
Yes. That's certainly when Santa is paying the most attention.
So like I could just be a little shit for the whole year, but then once December rolls around, I just have to play nice.
Yep. That's usually how it works.
Okay. No, that's good to know. That's
I
not
mean,
what I've been doing.
I know he checks the list twice, but like it takes a while to check the list twice.
He probably checks it like maybe January, and then he checks it again at the end of the year to
And
see
let's
where
be real,
everyone is.
he probably checks it like 1.5 times because there's some people
Yeah.
who are just gonna be a lock. So
Yeah, that's true. Both ways. Some people
Save
you
yourself some
automatically
work.
know are going to be on the nice list. Robert Irwin, Bob Raw. Well, he's dead, but
he's dead.
The Pope.
He's on the dead
well,
list.
He's dead too.
Henry names an alive person challenge difficulty impossible.
I already said Robert Irwin. That's fine. I'm trying to think of people who are like.
Why is that the first person you thought of?
Because he's awesome.
Okay. It's just you could have named any human being alive.
Well, and
you
also
named
he's
Robert
gonna be.
Irwin.
He's hopefully gonna be alive for like a long time because he's young.
Okay.
I just don't know a lot of like famous people who I think are good people.
Jack Black. What he did in the Minecraft movie was great.
Christiano, Ronaldo, he's got to go on the list. He's a
I don't
good
know
person,
if he's
right?
on the good list. I don't know.
Well, he's certainly not on the chaotic evil list.
No, definitely not. Well, maybe. We don't know.
I don't think that's true.
Maybe. We haven't seen the flight logs, bro.
You seen how his teeth used to look? They were really bad. So I think
No.
he has to appreciate where he came from.
His teeth were all... He had, like, George Washington teeth.
Yeah, he did have George Washington.
What was that supposed to do for me?
This is all my teeth. They're all-
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, can't you tell?
It just looks like you're throwing up gang signs, but you've never done it before.
Yeah, that too. There was a secret message in there. You'll have to go back and watch it again.
Okay.
From me to you.
And from you to everyone else.
Well, that's only the people who are watching on YouTube.
Audio listeners, don't waste your time.
It's fine.
No, I think I have like fucked up teeth, but I don't even care anymore. The dentist is a scam. Yeah, dude. The on my bottom row of teeth, I'm not gonna give you a front row seat because it's not worth either of our time. But my bottom row of teeth, I have like one tooth that's just like chilling in the back seat, and I have one tooth that's chilling in the front seat.
Well, I mean, God forbid your teeth chill.
Basically.
But also, like, the bottom teeth, like, they don't, let's be for real, they don't really matter. Unless you have serious underbite.
They
and then
famously do matter.
Well, but, like, when you smile, you're just kind of like, like...
If God
can't even
thought
see your
we
bottom
only
teeth.
needed... Well,
I don't mean that you need, but I mean, like, purely, like, when people see your teeth in pictures and stuff and you're smiling, it's just going to be your top teeth. It doesn't really matter.
No, I do all my teeth. I gotta get all my teeth in the pic.
How do you even do that? Maybe my teeth are too big.
How's
smile like
that? Yeah.
You go, ah. I'm overfilled with joy, can't you tell?
And then they say...
This is going to be the thumbnail.
And then they say, let's do a silly one. And then I stick my tongue
Oh,
out.
dude, I love the silly one. You
Yeah.
got to hit him with a...
So all the cousins get in line. and they actually
Yeah,
get
they
in the
know.
damn photo.
Because
don't bring this
we do
back.
a silly one.
Don't bring this back, man.
You guys fucking started this, okay?
I didn't start shit, man.
I want you to know that I was at home this past weekend for Easter, and I saw Sam and his sister TJ, and TJ was like, "Sam, you know about fine shites?" And Sam was like, "What are you talking about?" And I was like, "TJ, this may be the only time that I'm in the loop. I know about fine shites." And Sam was like, "What are you guys talking about?" It was great.
Yeah. Well, did you tell her about the chopped huzz as well?
Well, yeah, no, those two things go hand in hand.
Well, I mean, but the opposites, you know?
Yes, no, definitely very different expressions, but I think those two things are used to describe people in the same way.
Yeah.
Like they mean opposite things, but like you'd be like, oh, there's a group of, the huzz. That one's chopped. That one's a fine shite.
Sometimes the huzz is chopped.
Isn't that kind of fucked up that that previously we had only talked about chopped huzz? We're only talking about the bad things. There are so many fine shites out there, and we're talking about the chopped huzz.
Well, the fine
how
shites
negative
get
we've
all
become.
of the press to begin with. Think about it. Kim K,
She's not.
Meghan Markle. Some fine shites are dominating the news cycle. Okay, we're coming in sort of the indie scene, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
We're not legacy media, we're new media.
Right.
We come in, we're bringing attention to the chopped huzz of the world.
Huzzai! Maybe that's what they said when Jesus came out the tomb. They were like, huzzai!
I think they said hallelujah, but I could be wrong. Okay, but the huzzes, sometimes you walk out on the street and you see a fine shite and you do a little whistle. But when you walk past a chop huzz, they get nothing. Isn't that sad? We gotta give back to the community.
I feel like by calling someone chopped huzz, you're not giving back.
Who are we to say? Who are we to be in this position to be stewards of a community, but not give back to all who reside in it?
That was beautiful.
Okay, I'm gonna walk down fucking Jericho Road with a big palm.
Yeah.
And cool people down. Because I'm just a servant for.
And you're gonna have ashes on your face, but it won't be a
community.
cross. It'll be like along your jawline.
To make it look more defined.
Right, and like along your cheekbones. You'll be like, hey guys, it's me, Lux Maxesus.
I look like one of those fucking tattoo designs in Baldur's Gate 3 character creator.
You look like a JoJo, like when people cosplay JoJo's characters in real life and they like draw on.
Oh yeah, they take like the
black
black Sharpie.
That's just kind of heat, though.
Man.
Okay.
Okay.
That's okay. I stand by my take. There's this one guy who I saw cosplay like Mario, but as JoJo's, and he was just like jacked, and he was like walking around the convention doing stand poses as Mario. I was like, this guy's cool.
Whenever I see someone cosplay Mario in real life, I always think Fix-It Felix, and it kind of destroys their aura for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's just too, you can't look too much like how Mario is actually designed because
Mario's a plump toadstool man.
Yeah, people always cosplay like conventionally attractive characters. I guess maybe not always, but I feel like a majority of the time.
Yeah,
like
and then you have
attraction.
You have Adam Savage of Mistbusters.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
And he goes to Comic-Con dressed up as No Face from Spirited Away. He's giving back to the Chopped Huzz community. He's participating.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say I feel like he'd do like a good Dr. Eggman.
Well, I said No Face because he's done that.
Yeah.
And he handed out the little gold pieces and shit.
And now those people are rich for life because they have gold.
Well, no, when No Face gives you the gold, that means he's gonna eat you. That's like his whole thing in the movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
You aren't supposed to take the gold from No Face. Because he's
getting
eaten by
Adam Savage though, that wouldn't be like the worst thing in the world.
Okay. Why is it different compared to if Bo Burnham meets you? Because being
Actually,
eaten
that
by
would-
Bo Burnham would be horrible.
that would
I
be
think.
way better. You think so?
Yeah,
No, Bo Burnham's so
because
iconic.
he'd be all weird about it. He would take his time. He would play a little. He'd play
I
a,
was saying he'd
a
bring out his
piano
keyboard.
song called like Fart 2.
Yeah, but it would slap.
I don't want him to do that over my dying body.
Well, hopefully, in theory, you would die like pretty quickly.
I mean, hopefully, but that's not always the case.
The chewing is for to finish you off.
Ew. That's disgusting, man.
Yeah. So is getting eaten.
Well, not
Eating
to some
people
people.
is nasty.
Not to the
yeah,
chopped
you know what?
huzzes of the world.
I don't think that every chopped huzz in the world is into vore.
Most of them are. They can't be into hot people. It doesn't work for them.
Okay, that was rude.
It's just statistically true.
I think everyone is beautiful in their own way. Some of us are
Shut
chopped,
up,
maybe.
dude. Oh my god.
No. Shut up. Some of us are maybe chopped to others, but you know, we're all fine shites to someone else. You just gotta find it.
There are some people that are not fine shites to anyone, to be clear.
Yeah, and those people can be fine shites to each other.
No. Unattractive people are also unattractive to other unattractive people.
But you gotta like play within your league, you know?
But
I don't
sometimes
see
you're
Shohei
so
Ohtani pulling up to the little league.
sometimes your league is so low that it's like, what do you do? In high school, I knew an Indian kid who was literally like 4'10". like as a junior.
Sorry, and this, for context,
That's
this
a
is
chopped
definitely
huzz.
a man.
That's
right?
yes, because I went to an all boys school.
No, I know. I'm just giving context for people who do not know. That's
You're
tough.
a chopped huzz. That's just. I'm sorry. Like that's just your life, and you have to be
Doesn't
okay
that
with
suck though?
that. Yeah, it especially
Were they like
sucks.
even remotely attractive?
No, dude. You know how some
I mean, height aside.
you know how some people get the ick when like you run with a backpack. Like that's a common thing.
Yes,
People
absolutely.
don't
I
like-
understand that completely.
His backpack was bigger than him. Imagine the ick you get when you see him on campus, bro.
I feel like I'm
No offense
generally
to
a
this
pretty
guy who's
accepting
nice,
person,
but,
but that would do it for me. I think.
That, yeah.
There are some things, especially in
It's like a
my
witch's
old
nose.
age. Yeah, exactly. There are some things I've been like, I don't know. I usually really try and see the good in people. I don't know if I can get past that one. I might have to be a little shallow here.
That's okay. Everyone's a chopped huzz in their own way. That's a beautiful
That's what
thing
I'm
about it.
saying.
No, that's not what you
Okay.
were saying.
Yes, it is.
You were saying that chopped huzzi are equal to other people, which is not true. They're
No,
objectively
they're not
worse.
equal. But I'm saying that other chopped you got a chopped huzz and a chopped huzz. I can't believe you're talking about this. And they can unionize together, and maybe they can be each other's fine shites because they're in the same league.
I mean, there is like a pact that you enter into when you're in a relationship that regardless of the person's, everyone has a number over their head, right? But when you
Yeah.
enter into the pact of the relationship and you sign your name in blood on the devil's deed, you sort of agree mutually to say you are the hottest person and sense.
Like to each other.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like just in the
right.
world. Like you just kind of have to be.
That is true.
Because then your fine shite, they might test you. They might go, if you had a celebrity hall pass, and you're supposed to go, oh, babe, you're my celebrity,
I think the weak say that.
You could be in movies to me,
That is true.
but the weaker chopped huzzi will just answer like Natalie Portman, and then you get into a big fight.
I
And
guess
it's like
that's
you got to
true.
dodge that.
But I think also like there's something beautiful about being able to appreciate when someone is attractive. I love talking about Chris Evans with my smokestack.
Do you think these celebrities feel weird about this? Do they get the idea of like a hall pass?
Could you? I feel like they have to, right?
I feel like the only people who can like actually get it is like younger actors, like Finn Wolfhard or something.
Yeah.
But I don't
know,
think
but I feel like-
I don't think what's the girl who's Elaine in Seinfeld? I don't think she gets this idea.
No, she does not get that. Oh fuck.
I forget what her name is. I'm letting my parents down right now.
Wow, that's not who I would have thought at all. Her name is Julia Louise Dreyfus.
Right. I was not going to pull that out of my
That wouldn't have
mind
been your
palace.
first guess either. Huh?
No.
Oh,
I knew her
shit,
first
Jerry
name.
Seinfeld is
I
in
was
this
not going to
show.
get her last name though.
Yeah.
I don't think celebrities get this idea of a hall pass.
I don't think. Yeah, I guess people who have like been famous for a long time, I feel like they might not understand.
Maybe like a little bit before they like understood it, but then this is a thing that like leaves your mind. Like, you know, you get a private jet.
You're focused on the grind, yeah, and you're like in movies all the time.
You're wearing
and
the
you're
mouth
just better
tape.
than everyone.
You're drinking that like
right.
$100 bottle of water or whatever.
You're doing the cold plunge.
a cold plunge. You're wearing freezer shirts. You know.
What the fuck is a freezer shirt?
You ever done a freezer shirt? It's where you put your shirt in the freezer on a hot
Wouldn't that just
day,
make it like okay.
and then you take it out and you put it on, and it's a cool shirt.
For like 5 minutes.
Like 10 minutes. But the effects of, you know how like if you take a cold shower on a hot day and then you get out, you kind of feel cold for like an hour.
Oh, really? That like never happens to me.
Okay, well.
I take cold showers all the time. I step out of the shower, I'm immediately back to room temperature.
Really?
Like within minutes.
No, it always takes me a bit, even if I'm wearing clothes.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds awesome.
It's like a potion effect.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm just bummed out to fucking move to L. I'm gonna be so hot all the time. It's gonna
Well,
be awful.
I'm giving you the tech, bro. You got to get a freezer shirt.
Gotta get a free. Well, can I just put like the regular shirts that I already have in the freezer, or do I
Yeah.
have to buy special ones?
I mean, you can buy special ones, I guess.
Should I put my? Do you think I should put my mouth tape in the freezer too, and then it'll like keep my lips cool?
It'll chill your jawline cuz it'll freeze it in a more perfect shape. Yeah. That's a good idea.
I should do that.
Yeah.
It'll probably like thaw all of the face fat off of me, or whatever plastic
Right.
surgeons say.
And then you could put ice water in your cereal.
Well, it's like when you have a mole, you know, and they like freeze it off. I'll be like, oh, I just have all this excess me.
Oh, I thought you meant mole like the animal.
No, like you got like a little brown.
A witch's mole.
A witch's mole. Yeah, on my nose. They like, they like cryo freeze it
That is true.
with like magic. So maybe I could do that for like my whole face, and I'd just be like so
I think they use a ray gun.
a ray gun,
Yeah.
like from the planet Zoltar.
Or whatever planet Earthworm Jim is from.
It's kind of weird that his name is Earthworm Jim if he's from another planet, you know?
Is he
Why do they
from
call him,
Earth?
like-
I don't. I guess that would make sense, wouldn't it?
I mean, I don't know, to be fair. But I feel like being named Earthworm maybe indicates... I mean, the Earth also just describes, like, dirt.
Well, earthworms. This is the fun thing about earthworms. They can be transported anywhere.
They can, but all
You could take
earthworms are
them
from
places.
Earth that we know of right now.
It's like how we put dogs in space. You know, we could put an earthworm in a spacesuit,
We could.
and that's Earthworm Jim, man. And then he goes to Mars and he detaches the refrigerator that's being held up by a rope, and it launches the cow. You know,
Yeah, into the stratosphere.
because that's just what Earthworm Jim does.
I've never played Earthworm Jim. I heard it's pretty good, though.
Yeah, there's you launch a cow in it. So I think it's worth your
That's like,
time.
That's like the whole point of the game. Like, you get to the cow, and then you shoot into space.
There's like other stuff, I think. There's like a bad guy, but I mean the cow is like the coolest part.
Okay, cool. And Billie Eilish is there. She's like, she's the bad guy, or is it someone else?
No, I think it's like in Baldur's Gate 3, there's the big Githyanki queen,
Yeah,
Vlaakith. I think the bad guy is kind of like that, where
that makes
like
sense. She's kind of a real buzzkill.
it's like a Githyanki sort of spirit god.
Do you think it's Al Githyankovich?
She does not have a buzzkill.
No,
or
she
a buzz
is
cut.
a buzzkill. She is a buzzkill.
She's a huzzkill, tell you that much.
Oh,
Up top. I'm not gonna take my hands out of my hoodie because they're cold, but
it's fine.
I'll high five you to my mind.
I appreciate that. We're using our psychic link.
No, but you put a freezer shirt on, and you're chill for 30 minutes because it's you get a cold shirt. Just put your shirt in the freezer a little bit.
I will try that, especially now that it's getting warm. I'll let you guys know next week what happens.
It might confuse your roommates
Nervous.
who open the freezer.
I can actually assure you that it would probably be like the most normal thing that occurs in my kitchen.
What else you got in your freezer? You got,
like
microbiomes and stuff.
No, those are mostly in the sink and on the shelf.
That's true. Yeah,
the countertop, I guess. I'm gonna be gone for a week. It's gonna be really bad.
Like the dishes are gonna overflow and shit.
Yes.
I mean, more than they already do. I've seen the mess.
It's bad.
It's bad, man. It's fucked up. I don't know what the hell y'all boys get up to. Like,
I don't know that it's like y'all boys.
It's easy to just like wash one plate.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know how it happens.
And
I
you
literally eat my food. I know, and then I scrape all the food off and I put it in the dishwasher. I put my fork in the silverware little
bin
holder thing. And then I close, and we even have a sign like on our dishwasher that's like dirty and clean. So I'm like, okay, well, it's dirty right now.
Like a white woman who loves wine.
Yes. And then like it's like on one side it says wine o'clock, and then on the other side when you flip it, it says wine o'clock also.
Because it's always wine o'clock in my household.
I mean, we're going to book club, so like, I go to book club. I drink 7 glasses of wine. I drove there.
Yeah.
I drive back.
And the name of the book is like, the chopped huzz meets the fine shite. And they're always talking about, it's never, book club is supposed to be talking about the greater themes. And
no, it's always like a romance novel, which is like fine, I think.
All the women go to book club and they always talk about like, oh, I like the part where he was like, he was talking to the girl and he was like, take my panties off, girl. And he had a throbbing penis and stuff like that. I've never. I did just go. Novels, I have no idea.
I have read some, and it's pretty sick. I can't lie.
I've read 50 Shades of Grey.
Really?
Not the one you're thinking of, though.
There's another one?
Yeah, it's a book that it's 50 pages.
Tell me it's just, yeah. It's actually for like painters and interior designers. It's actually just like a catalog.
No, it's actually like a really interesting commentary on like, how we
black and the white
view each other as humans.
There's really a lot in between, It's never really just black or white. There's actually
and the beautiful
48.
thing is that it's for the reader to kind of fill in,
Right, like you get to write your own words in it.
Yeah, it's kind of like a journal, but it means more because I paid more for it.
I'm glad.
But the book club meetings are always, you're supposed to talk about like, oh, why did what's the guy from Great Gatsby? Don't say fucking Gatsby. I'm talking about the main guy.
Okay, I'm sorry. What's
that motherfucker's name from West Egg?
I have no idea.
It's talking about how Lucille Ball from West Egg, It's supposed to be about how West Egg is this representation of a certain class in society, and there's the green light on the others. Why is it green? And there's the eyes on the billboard, and there's the auto repair shop guy, and there's the servants at the Gatsby's great big parties, and
No, that sounds really awesome. I've actually never seen the movie or read the book.
What? So. How, man?
What do you mean how?
Every high schooler is supposed to read it at some point.
I was an honors English, man. We didn't do that.
Oh, so honors English is above the Great Gatsby. You skip right to the fucking
No, it's definitely not. But I
Hammurabi
think
Code, more complicated texts.
I mean, low key, yeah. But like, I think no, it's definitely not above. But the teachers were like, "Oh, well, I'm in honors, so I can teach whatever I want."
Yeah, so we're gonna do
I also-
Catcher in the Rye.
Yeah, like Animal Farm.
Just like not that different of a fucking book, but whatever.
It's really not. No, good book though.
I don't know. I haven't read it.
You read Animal Farm?
I read Animal Farm. Yeah.
That shit slaps.
Yeah. Fuck the pigs, bro.
It's a great book.
Fuck 12.
Yeah. Good thing life is not like that at all. Anyway, yeah, I don't know who you, I'm just gonna. Is it Nick Carraway? Is he the main guy?
Don't say that like you didn't just look it up, man. Fuck you.
I did. I am looking it up right now. Well, I'm going through the cast right now because I don't know who it is.
Yeah, it's Nick Carraway.
It's not Jay Gatsby.
It's no, it's not Jay
You said
Gatsby.
It wasn't. Is it Tom Buchanan?
It's not Tom Buchanan, man. I already gave you the answer, man. It's Nick Carraway.
Okay.
I'm just
It's
looking
funny
for his name.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Jesus Cristo. Look, okay, it's, it just pisses me off that, like, book club is supposed to be about the greater, It's not
Like,
supposed to be about what.
Philosophical challenges.
Yeah, you got to challenge your mind, It's like music club, but with books.
I don't know. I've had a revelation. I think it's just a difference between certain people.
That's fucking boring.
I'm with you, but like, I don't know. I would rather think about the intricacies of life. But I went to see Pride and Prejudice yesterday with my smokestack, and she was like foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting. Like, it was a good movie. I like solid, like 8.5 out of 10. It was good. I actually really enjoyed it, and I'm not really much of like a romantic movie guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it plucked my heartstrings. But it's just like super different. I don't know. Not to be like, oh, well, like women just read a bunch of smut and men don't. But like, I think the emotional response, like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it, because when I read smut, I'm like, oh, they're just really, really talking about having sex.
Yeah.
But
in all the amazing detail that you want.
In all the amazing detail.
They talk about the veins. They talk about the hair.
They do talk about the veins.
They talk about the sweat a lot, It's
And
a
to be fair, I
beautiful
think
thing, don't get me wrong.
It creates a very good mental picture of what the reader, of what the writer is trying to, or the author is trying to convey.
Yeah, it is very technically good writing.
Technically, yes. Usually the plot is maybe...
But they kind of operate in like a Charles Dickens way, where like Charles Dickens got paid to just write as many words as possible. So he would publish like a column in the newspaper about like a red chair, and it would just be like 8 pages long because you got paid to write more words. And that's basically what smut is. The more words you can write about the sex. You could just release a book called Getting Plowed and Nothing Else. And it would sell like hotcakes if it was 300 pages long of just getting plowed and nothing else.
That might be a good idea.
And you could, even today, this is the beauty of today. Anyone can be an artist. You could just AI it, You could just, hey, AI, write 8 paragraphs about me getting plowed by a chopped huzz,
No.
You could have one chapter for the chopped huzz, one chapter for the fine shite,
beautiful.
One chapter for Kai Cenat, because he's, the originator of all slang and culture in the world today.
Right. I don't know, man. I understand like the appeal. I just don't feel the same way because I have a stupid man brain.
I get it, but like I'm just saying, there's more to getting plowed in this world.
I think it's like the same thing as like
you have to sow to reap.
That is true. When you were younger and you would like see someone and be like, wow, they're so attractive. And then you'd have a little like imaginary, we're going to get a bed and breakfast together and
Right.
have a beautiful family and get a dog.
We're gonna live on our farm and
Right.
name our tabby cat Giorgio.
Yep.
That's what I usually think about.
But you know what I mean? Like you would sort of imagine that kind of scenario. I think
Yeah.
that's like the same thing as what smut books are for women.
Or for crazy people.
Or for crazy people. I don't know. I get the appeal.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Sex sells.
it's just not me. Sex does sell. People love to have sex.
I mean, why do you think in Japan they have porn in the gas stations and shit?
They do?
Yeah, bro.
They
They got hentai manga stuff.
I'll let you know. I'll go when I go back.
I don't know the words.
I'll look.
Stop buying a combini or whatever it's called.
I will say there was a store that we were walking around and
You
they were
get a cool
selling
little
like,
sandwich and you can get your rocks off all in one.
that sound kind of. Oh, dude, I can't wait to eat sandwiches again.
What do you mean
So
again? Like something stopping
They're
you
different
right now?
They're different.
They're not
They're
different. It's literally
They're
just
so
a
different.
fucking sandwich.
No, it's about the atmosphere and the experience.
The atmosphere of the 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
The 7-Eleven has atmosphere.
it's more like the atmosphere like of Japan. I don't know that I'd say that specifically. the
Japan
gas
doesn't
station.
have an atmosphere. It's just different to you because you don't live there.
Yeah, I would so get tired of it if I lived there.
Yeah, you'd be like, why the fuck are all the houses so short, man?
It has an atmosphere to me. I think it's not that the houses are short. The houses are actually relatively tall. They're just fucking skinny as hell.
Okay. It's short in a width way.
We went into a building because it was like designed by this architect and we were on a little tour and whatever. And I unironically could touch both of the walls with my arms.
Well, yeah, you know.
I was like, oh, here's the other one.
They're smaller over there. They're chopped huzzes.
No, they're just shorter.
They're smaller.
I don't think being short doesn't make you unattractive.
I mean, you know this. You bought a shirt from Japan. You got to get a different size because they're smaller.
Actually, I mean, in the US, I feel like I'm between a medium and a large, but when I got a large shirt in Japan, it was like perfect.
That's what I'm saying.
I was like, I'm a large.
Because they're smaller.
Yes, absolutely. And also just like skinnier. I think we're just more rotund in the States.
Well, yeah, we have burgers and stuff. It's awesome.
It's true.
I would never give that up. I couldn't.
No?
Burgers? Nah. Burgers are the fine shite of the food world. Like,
we had an end of year cookout yesterday for my campus job at the gym, and my boss every year he gets on the grill. He gets those whole fucking beef patties from Costco. He puts a little Lowry's seasoning salt on there, puts that shit on the grill, makes a little cheeseburger. Just the burger, just the cheese, and the bun.
That shit's from West Egg, bro.
I swear to God, it happens once a year, and yesterday was the last time that it will ever happen to me, so I guess I'm miserable now. Those burgers are so good.
You got plowed in by a cow.
Yeah. It was beautiful. They're
That's
so
beautiful, man.
I'm going to miss. Shout out Zach, my goat.
That's awesome. I love when a strong, capable human being hops on the grill.
Oh, yeah. He's got like such a good vibe, too.
You have to dominate the grill, too. Like,
oh, he does.
You can't
That's
just
for sure.
you can't just fire it up. You can't just, I'm turning the dial now. No, you got to be in fucking charge. That's a beast
you wanna
that
know
you have
what?
to tame. You have to
But
tame the
sometime-
flame.
To him, it seems like it's not even that tough of a beast. And
You have
that's
to
thing.
take
Like,
the
you can
pain or
yeah.
not realize the gains.
Wow. I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of that after seeing the YCBD stock.
Yeah, your stock really hasn't.
Guys, it's going really well. It went up a little bit, actually.
It hasn't changed ultimately, though.
No.
Do we know how many days it's been under $1 at this
I have no
point?
idea.
Because we discovered
probably like 28.
it's a revelation I discovered last night because I looked it up. The stock one, we thought the stock would pop for 420. That didn't happen.
No.
Because why would it? In hindsight,
Well, you
it's
don't have
just
to
a
say
day.
we.
It's just
You
a
don't have to say
day.
we. I thought it would.
Okay. I mean,
You were like,
I
sometimes
did.
weed stocks pop off, and I was like, yeah, maybe it will.
In my heart, I believed for you, and that is the honest to
Thank
God
you.
truth.
I appreciate that.
And your CBDMD stock, we discovered that I said in the episode last week that it had to be, if your stock was under $1, then it would drop off or get delisted from the stock market in like 6 months or something like that. It's actually 30 days.
Which is a lot less.
Yeah, maybe you would have made a different decision if you had more accurate information, but it's not my fault because
No, I would have made a different decision, but also it's definitely not on you. I could have just looked it up myself.
Yeah, you could have done your research.
I was gambling with fire no matter what, so I got a little burnt.
But here's the
All
thing.
right.
If it
And that's
does
fine.
get delisted, it goes on to like a third-party market where the stock can still technically sell. I'm not entirely sure on the specifics because
You
it
don't have to
was
give
like
me hope, man. It's okay.
11
I'll take
PM.
the -1. I'll take the -1 million.
You only lose money if it goes to zero in the third-party markets, though. If they aren't able to raise investment at that stage, then they are probably gonna file bankruptcy.
And that happens a lot. So
It does happen, not even joking, like thousands of times a year, maybe.
I feel like probably more than that.
I don't know. I have no clue. I'm not a steward of the markets.
No.
I'm not like what's that girl from Octopath Traveler? Tressa. This little merchant girl.
Okay, I was like, huh? I didn't
'Cause
play
she-
the game.
she
I was like,
peruses
wow,
the
that's
markets.
beautiful.
She knows the way of she can bargain. This
Oh,
reference
go
isn't
on.
really doing me any.
It's okay. I played the demo for Octopath Traveler, and I was like, wow, this game is beautiful. I wish that more like video game publishers would make like 2D, 2.5D remakes of games, but like use modern lighting and stuff because it looks really nice.
I also played the demo and I got fooled, man. That game sucks ass.
Really, I had fun.
Well, okay. Here's the thing about Octopath Traveler. Okay.
But I think if I had to do that for another like 60 hours, I would have been like, wow, this is really monotonous.
Well, I ended up doing it for like 120 hours, which should say something about there were parts that I enjoyed.
Yeah, right.
I think the combat when it works is really fun, but most of the time, every time you get to a new area, you just have to like stab an enemy like 8 times without doing any damage to find out what its weakness is. Because you can only do
Sounds-
damage to enemies if you know what their weakness is. And then
Oh, what?
sometimes you get into an area with a boss or whatever, and you try out all your like abilities on the characters that are like highest level, because that would like make the
Right.
most sense. And then
Well-
you find out that none of your highest level characters actually have the abilities required to do the weaknesses for the boss. So then you have to go back to the tavern, you have to sub in the other party members, and then you're like, oh, but fucking Hanet is level 2, so now I gotta spend 8 hours in the fields grinding to get Hanet to get a cool ability. But when she levels up, she doesn't get a stronger version of the ability that you like. She gets an ability with a different weakness, so now you still have the same problem.
Yeah, it sounds really fun.
And then every location in Octopath Traveler, it's either a forest, a cave, or a mansion. There is no in between in terms of location
There's no like
uniqueness.
town or
Well, there's town, but all the fun stuff happens
Town
in
in
either
cave.
the cave, the mansion, or the forest. It's always you go to a town, and then Alphen is, like a kid runs up to Alphen, and the kid's like, "Oh my god, my brother is trapped by a wolf in the forest. You have to go to the forest." And then they go to
and then
the
you're
forest.
like, oh yes, a forest section.
And then there's a
But
big
then-
wolf, and you kill the big wolf, and you're like, all right, that was cool. And then you go halfway across the map, and fucking Cyrus gets approached by a little boy, and the little boy is like, Cyrus, there's my brother is in the forest. And it's like, how do I get to the forest? You have to go through a cave. There's a cave. And then it's
Yeah,
always
in the cave, you'll never
dude,
believe it. You actually get to the cave through a hidden entrance in a
in a
mansion. And then, yeah, that sounds
You
great.
joke, but this actually happens in the game.
I'm sure it does. Yeah.
There's
I used to be a
there's
writer.
hidden entrances in the mansion to like a dungeon of some kind, but it's just a cave
Yeah.
with like one jail cell.
I've played a video game, man. It's okay. I know how it is.
And then by the 80th time, it's like
It's like, how many damn wolves and how many damn little kids with brothers are there in this world?
man, I'm just gonna go eat dinner. Like it's not.
Yeah. Did you beat the game then? Was it?
Okay, so I beat all of the characters' main stories, but then there's like a hidden final boss. And I hate when games do this shit. The only way you can get access to like the final boss that like ties everyone. I thought like at the end all the character stories would like come together in some meaningful way. That doesn't actually
Right.
fucking happen.
Okay,
Instead,
cool.
there's a random like book in a random cave that I'm pretty sure you have to go through a forest to get to. And
I
it's
wouldn't.
just, like,
I don't color me surprised. I guess.
it's one of those gaming secrets that like you would never know about it if IGN.com didn't exist. So then you're like, all right, I gotta go out of my way to get this. I gotta do the final boss. So you
do
go
have to.
and you fight like a pretty cool boss to get like a random book, and then you have to go halfway across the map and you have to find another random book, and then you have to go to another spot. I'm pretty sure through a hidden trapdoor in like I don't know, maybe it's a mansion or a forest or something like that, and then it's just like one big guy, and the big guy who's like the demon hellspawn forever or whatever.
Right.
He's like level like 90 or some shit. But by this time in the game, all your characters are like level 60, so you have to spend 30 hours grinding, and I just didn't
That sounds.
do that part.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that if you just make the boss have like a cool sprite, you don't need to write any like good lore or like
No.
motives for him.
I'm pretty sure like all the lore, and this is, I mean, the game is also shit because like, I don't remember any of the story, which means it's bad. But I'm pretty sure the lore behind the big evil guy was like, Haunted is there's a gang that's somehow related to Haunted, and they have a stone that we never told you about, and then we made the guy. And that's like kind of it. I'm pretty
I
sure.
feel like every RPG ever is like, oh, well, you must travel across the world and gather the 7 elemental stones.
Yes.
And then when you unite the stones, someone evil is going to try and steal them from you. It's kind of just like Infinity War, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And then someone evil is going to try and steal them from you, and then you have to defeat them either in the air or like on the moon or in space.
Yeah.
Because they're like some sort of otherworldly being. Yeah, this is like every JRPG.
And it's like,
ever.
This setup of game works if the main character of your game is called Kirby, but not if you're like actually trying to have like a competent story of some kind.
Oh,
And then they have the audacity to go, hey, do you want to play triangle strategy? How about fucking Rhombus Land next?
Ooh.
Hexagon
I'd be cool with
Adventure.
that.
Wouldn't that be cool? And it's like you have 6 of them.
6 hexagons.
And then the next game is called Octopath Traveler, Dodecahedron Town.
Well, that's more of like an expansion.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle ass fucking title. It's a stupid bullshit game, bro.
Such a funny ass name. Cannot believe that they went
How
with
did they
that.
come up with that, man?
I couldn't tell you.
That's like, you don't need
I couldn't
comedy
do it.
writers. You just have to look in the right places in real life,
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Indiana Jones and the bombastic rhombus. It's like, oh, I wonder what that one's about.
Indiana Jones and the amazing rhombus. Like, I don't.
That sounds like a game that I would want to play. I'll say it.
I guess the Ark of the Covenant is kind of rhombus shaped in a way.
Yeah.
And then it blows all those Nazis up. That's pretty cool.
I do think blowing up Nazis is cool.
I agree with that, man. I would love to have a rhombus that blew up Nazis.
Apparently, many people don't agree with that anymore.
I'm pretty sure that's the story of Sex with Hitler 4. It's coming out soon.
Have they really made that many Sex with Hitlers?
I mean, the other games sold, right? I know there's sex with
That is
Hitler
true.
2 and 3,
Yeah,
I think.
There's definitely 2. That I know about.
So I mean, if the first game sold enough to make a second and a third,
Yeah.
get a fourth in there. And the story of sex with. Okay, maybe I shouldn't talk about this because it reveals that I've played the game. I think I have previously complained on the show that Sex with Hitler has nudity turned off by default, which is fucked up, to be clear.
That is
Because
fucked up.
what the fuck else are you paying for? You're not paying for the story, I'll tell you that much. Because the story is...
you're paying for the sex.
It's always like,
Hitler.
you think you're going to have sex with Hitler, but you actually have to have sex with, like, the Sig Heil, like, first in command first. And it's like, I don't want to have sex with this person. That's not...
Yeah.
But whatever. You gifted it to me, so it's not my fault for playing it.
No, it's very nice that you enjoyed the gift that I gave you. Because last time I gave you a gift, you fucking returned it to me.
That is true. But I don't want to play fucking Repo, man.
It's okay. I understand.
And y'all haven't even played it in like 3 weeks anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's because Ethan's our main repo guy, and he hasn't been on. And also, Sam started a fucking Minecraft server, man. What do you? It's a bunch of guys who build things for a living. What do you think we're gonna do?
Probably build stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna build stuff.
Probably build stuff.
Especially Pele, dude. He's building so much stuff.
Well, he's a builder.
He is. That's true.
We should get Bob on the server.
Dude, Robert Builder. What a guy.
And those damn, those freaky ass trucks and shit.
Yeah. They were, now that I think about it, like in retrospect, they were fucking freaky in like a weird way.
Yeah, bro. What are you doing with that giant claw? Like, what you need that for?
Something inappropriate. That's what I'm thinking.
What you need a trunk that big for, bro? We know what you're getting down to. Fucking, what are their names? Like Scootsy or in some shit.
Ooh, yeah, like Scooty and
Dungo.
yeah.
Yeah.
With names like that, how could you not be up to nefarious activity?
Dude, there's the one motherfucker from Bob the Builder who's just like, like the trucks that carry cement and stuff like that. You see him like out in like the big barrel that like turns to keep the cement moving. Like in real life, those things are like ginormous, but in Bob the Builder, it's one like tiny motherfucker. It's like a basically just a vase of cement.
He generates
what do you
infinite
do?
cement.
You can't
though.
do anything with that cement.
No, he generates infinite cement.
I don't think he generates infinite cement.
It's like how in every children's book or like children's show, if you really look at like the analytics of the world, that's just like an eldritch being right there. How are you supposed to fit that much cement?
What the fuck are you talking about? If you look at the analytics of the world, the cement truck from Bob the Builder
physically, it doesn't make any
eldritch
sense.
Being. What are you talking about, man?
I'm about to explain. Physically, it just doesn't make any sense that he would be able to have that much cement in him because you just keep pumping out cement throughout the show. He never runs out.
Right. No,
what
I follow.
Come on. That's magic.
I'm talking about nothing.
Dark man. What they talking about?
Okay, now I saved us. We're out. We've escaped.
Whatever.
Oh man.
He's like Kirby. He's got a little fucking pocket dimension.
He does. Kirby has a dimension in his mouth, I think.
He does.
How does he eat all that shit?
Canonically, that is unironically true.
Sakurai said that shit?
Yes.
I didn't know. I didn't know he had
got a little
like
pocket
that.
dimension in his mouth. Except in Japanese, it's called something else. It's like, never mind.
Kirby getting all the fine shites with mouth like that. Damn, bro.
He's probably gonna suck him up into his pocket dimension. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Kirby can actually suck you dry. He has room.
He could suck all the water out of your body immediately.
He could suck all the water out of the ocean, bro. That's just what Kirby does.
You get that power up from Triple Star Deluxe, where he just like
he sucks
into, like, a giant
even more
rainbow version of himself. Yeah, and he just sucks it all up. He's like,
why did he have to go rainbow? Was that necessary?
They had to relate it to like Mario or something.
What?
Well, because like the superstar, like that's synonymous with being invincible and super powerful and whatever. So Kirby's got to go rainbow because he's like going Super Saiyan.
Why couldn't they just make him like gold?
What if they give him Goku hair?
Or I guess silver, because gold probably doesn't work for his skin tone.
Yeah, he's pink actually. I think he probably would look better.
I could just
Color
made him,
theory is a real thing, man.
It's like Silver Mario. There's a connection for you.
That's true. And then, there's silver and gold Mario.
No one cares about gold Mario, bro. You gotta get 10,000 coins to unlock him. No one's doing that shit.
Yep.
It's a lot of coins.
Okay, wait. So you don't have gold Mario unlocked?
I do, of course. I'm a Mario Kart loser. Like, I don't know.
I also have gold Mario unlocked, and I have the paraglider and the car.
The average person does not, though.
I know. The fact that you have to beat all the time trials is crazy.
I don't think that's that crazy.
I just never would have thought.
If you play the game that much, you probably should be able to beat the stupid ass developers at the game.
Yeah. Hey, some of them are really good. Some of them I was really close on.
Yeah, Nintendo Drew is famously really good.
Are you being for real right now?
I'm being dead ass. I don't remember the exact name, but I think it's Nintendo Drew who's actually.
It's funny because it sounds kind of like Nintendo.
Yeah.
He's goated. That was his purpose in life. He was like, I have to kick. I hope they keep that in World.
And there's Nintendo Alley and stuff like that.
Yeah, I remember her being pretty good. I remember there was one course. I don't remember what it was, but I beat it first try by 20 seconds. And I was like, what the fuck are
Some
they
of
doing?
them are dog shit, bro.
Yeah.
The motherfucker, whoever plays Shy Guy sucks ass, dude.
Right. So, I mean, I know you're not talking about me, but I'm
talking about the motherfucker who works at Nintendo.
Yeah. That'd be such a fun job. Hey, we have work day today. I want you to try to get the best possible time run you can in our new Mario Kart game.
I wish my job was that, man. Shit.
You will get 50 attempts.
Yeah.
And we'll pay you based on how well you do.
I've come to I think I've had a revelation, man.
Yeah. Are you gonna talk about what we talked about yesterday?
What did we talk about yesterday?
You can just carry on. I'm not gonna interrupt you. Go ahead.
What did we talk about yesterday?
Does it have to do with what we were just talking about?
I don't know what we were just talking about.
Mario. We were just talking about Mario Kart.
Well, it's tangentially related.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
Well, what were you talking about yesterday?
You and I talked about how you said that you were not gonna buy the Switch 2.
Oh, I did say this already.
Well, this is why I didn't want to say anything. Is this what you were about to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, come on, carry on.
I
want you to know
now
you might have
stupid.
You unironically might have lit a fire within me as well.
I'm not gonna buy the Nintendo Switch 2, man. Just Mario Kart, I'm not ready. That's not enough for me. It's not enough to entice me, especially if I got to pay Trump tariff prices.
I honestly feel for the maybe I'm
I was
just
excited
crazy.
about it. I wanted to get the OLED Switch when that came out too. I was like, I would love to have a better Switch. I use it all the time, which is a lie, but I use it sometimes.
I will say, since I got an OLED, and to be fair, it was gifted to me, but since I have got the OLED Switch, I feel I use it way more out of my house.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
How it's intended.
But also, the Switch 2 is going to release, and the battery life is going to be worse than the OG Switch when it launched.
Yeah.
So I don't know how, that's fine.
That's not really an issue. I honestly don't give a shit about battery, to be honest. I'm just happy to get anything.
I guess.
But I'm more worried about, I love Mario Kart. But, Mario Kart's not enough for me to get out and buy a new console.
Yeah, just one game.
It's just not enough, man. When's the next big Switch 2 game probably isn't going to be that far away, but I don't think it's going to be Mario Odyssey 2.
No, I don't know. I feel they're really pushing for Prime 4, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to play that.
I think there's going to be something big for Christmas.
I have really bad news for you.
What?
I think the big thing for Christmas is just going to be Pokemon Legends ZA.
No, dude.
Which I'm excited about, but I wouldn't expect you to.
I'm not going to play that shit, man.
I know.
Because it's gonna be, the the pattern. Okay, it's always they reveal the next Pokemon game. The entire fan base collectively is like, "This looks like shit. When is Game Freak ever gonna do something new?" You know, why do the trees have 3 polygons and it's 2025? Do you know the PS4 exists?
So, not gonna lie, last time it was like 7. So let's maybe give them, that's like at least double the polygons.
Okay, and then the game comes out and nobody cares because everyone buys it because they love Pikachu. Oh, Pikachu! And I love I watched the anime when I grew up.
Everyone complains and then they just buy it anyway.
And then they buy it anyway, man. And then 3 months after the game releases, nobody's talking about it anymore. They're like, the game's dead, bro. It was dead from the start. The mechanics just aren't as good. And then they boot up their fucking Emerald emulator in their fucking browser because the game is so goddamn old that you can play it in Google Chrome for some reason. Everyone just fucking... They play the randomizers. They go back to watching their 800th Nuzlocke on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's stupid, man. I'm not going to get involved at this point in my life.
No.
You would have to pay me to play that shit.
I've been involved, which is why I like it. And I will totally admit that the games have flaws. But also I'm not like, oh my God, they're so dog shit, and then buy the game. I'm like, oh, that might be fun. Like, I didn't buy Sword and Shield. I never played Sword and Shield. I did play Scarlet and Violet, and even though the game is dog shit, I played it to completion, and I completed the Pokedex.
You sucked it dry like Kirby.
I did, and honestly, I can't lie. The game is optimized fucking horribly. I don't know how they released it, but I bought it, like, 3 or 4 months after it released, and they had patched it a couple times, and it still wasn't good, but it was better.
It's just crazy that Tears of the Kingdom exists on the same console with the exact same hardware, and it not only does it look 1,000 times better, it also runs 10 times better.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how that's possible.
I mean, they took, 7 years to make Tears of the Kingdom, and each Pokemon game they pump out, like, every 1 or 2.
That doesn't really matter to me, dude. Call of Duty still looks like real life.
Yeah.
And they still pump one out every year. So as far as I'm concerned, that's not an excuse.
I'm not saying, and sorry, this is not me defending them. I still think the games look like shit. To be clear.
But Pikachu's in it, and who doesn't love Pikachu?
I just like Pokemon, man. I had
Pikachu when I was a kid, man, and now I can have it in the video game, the new one.
I don't know. There's more to it than that, but I do understand.
I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Well, I don't play it for the story, obviously, because that's dog shit. It's never been good.
No, the story is awesome, dude. You go to the big electric tower, and Yveltal is in there, and he's evil. And
it's never been good.
It's a Team Plasma Grunt. What? No.
They work for the big bad guy, Team Plasma, Mr. Plasma. And they're gonna, don't get me. I know that they're games made for kids. The story has always been ass. I don't know. I just like collecting cute little guys. That's fine. It's my life. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
But anyway, I think there is probably going to be another big game for Christmas. There's usually like 2.
I really hope Donkey Kong Bonanza is good.
I'm not going to play it either way. I'll tell you
I will not buy it on release. Well, I love Donkey Kong. He's my favorite.
Okay.
When I saw, I was like, what the fuck is this game? Like, the opening scene is like in a forest, and then there's like a weird like crystal question mark guy. And I was like, what hella IP is this? And then they like show the rest of the trailer, and they're going down like a sequence of like they're in a mine shaft, and it shows like a Diddy Kong monkey like mining. And I was like, wait a minute, that looks like Diddy Kong. And then they open the doors and like Donkey Kong is there. And I was like, holy shit, dude. They haven't made a 3D Donkey Kong game in over 25 years.
You know what's funny is like, there are people who watched the Nintendo Direct and were like, they like get so excited at those announcements, like people yelled chicken jockey at the Minecraft movie. Like there are people who like, I remember the, what's his name? Who's the guy that like was known for his like Nintendo Direct reactions? And he's dead now.
What?
I know you know who the fuck I'm talking about.
Unironically, he's dead? he died. He has left this plane of existence.
He's left this plane of yes. I don't know why you're getting held up on the dead part.
Nintendo
Etika, right? It's like the.
Oh my god!
I don't know how to describe it because I don't know his content outside of Nintendo Direct reactions.
Yeah. Dude, I totally forgot about Etika.
And he's dead now.
Yeah.
I should. It's not funny,
crazy.
but he had like a Kanye moment. Like he went crazy.
He did go crazy.
And like the police had to like show up to his house and shit. I remember all the Twitter threads about this. Yeah. But yeah, he like there's people out there who see the Nintendo Direct, which is just basically like a big advertisement for like a bunch of mediocre ass games and then like one really, really cool game.
I don't even know if I'd say that.
And they lose their shit. They're like, there's a character in Smash Bro. What? Dude.
I don't know, man. That's some people's like whole life.
It's like, yeah, they were going to add a guy, man.
It's the same
Piranha
thing as
Plant! No! No, like it's like people.
Some people
like
are just
throw
kind of
chairs.
theatrical, man. I don't know.
It's crazy. Like
maybe I'm
back
just
on
void
that,
of joy, but I don't think I've ever been excited about anything like that in my life.
Like as a kid, you would watch the reactions and you would get excited because it's like you're excited about the game.
I'd be like, oh my god,
yeah,
Mario Odyssey,
and like maybe you'd like
still
jump on your bed like once or twice, but you never like.
I would never throw a heavy object through my drywall wall.
You never like those people react like they're winning the lottery in real time, and the funniest thing is it's the exact opposite. They're losing money in real time. Not only are they buying the game, they're buying the fucking amiibos. They're buying the Pro Controller with the 2 different colors on the handlebars.
All right,
of it.
hypocrite. All right, let's get it.
Okay, it's actually sad, man. I hate the amiibos so much. I used to be about that shit, but now it's just like, you know.
I kind of think they're fine.
It's just Xenoblade stands and shit.
It's kind of weird.
Dude, you unlock, in Tear of the Kingdom, you get a fish and a weapon, maybe. If you tap it on the controller. And you can pay $40 for it. Isn't that cool?
So they're not that expensive.
Some
That's
of them
why
are, if you want the rare ones.
Some of them are.
Some of them aren't in production, bro.
People collect things, and I think the fact, maybe this is more of like, I'm less pessimistic about it because I think some of them are nice looking, but also, like, it's like, for me, it's more of like I could buy this like little collectible statue that I think is cool, and also it does a thing in my game, like as a bonus.
You don't have to read back the pitch to me, okay? I know I'm
that's
a consumer,
not the pitch.
But
The
you're
pitch,
you're not working for Nintendo.
The pitch is that these characters add so much to your gameplay experience.
No,
it's not just a figure that sits on your desk.
That's not.
It's a friend.
There's an ethos to it. Like it's all about. And collecting stuff is fine, obviously, right?
I love this shit. Look at this little Pikmin, man.
Okay.
It's so cool. I have 3 amiibos, and this is one of them. And I just have it because I like it.
And collecting stuff is fine, right? But it's like, you know, there's like a whole. It's become so much more than just like buying the anime figure with big boobs or whatever. It's like, oh, you have to get all the Smash Bros ones if you own Smash Bros, you know, and then you have to train them to be like a slightly cooler AI. Because isn't that fun?
Have to,
you know?
Yeah, it is.
And then we're gonna get all our friends to play against the AI, even though it's like literally no different than like any other level 9 CPU.
No, they're definitely harder. I don't think it's like a good
use of your
the
money.
amiibo. It's a very gimmicky thing.
And I'm speaking from experience as someone who bought the fucking Super Mario cereal that has a QR code on the back that you can tap to your controller.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I totally didn't also do that.
I still have a box in the basement somewhere, I think.
That's wild. Okay,
like
so I do not still have a box.
I'm waiting to resell that shit for like $2,000.
You should keep that. Yep.
Stocks are going to go up, bro.
The cereal might not be good anymore, but...
I also, for a stock challenge, I thought about Nintendo.
Yeah.
but I didn't bite the gun or bite the bullet. Because what if the new Pokemon game is ass? Then
Always
their
ass,
price is
Jackson.
gonna tank, dude.
No, it'll sell really well.
Oh,
no
but
matter what, and
sometimes
you know
it captures the nostalgia, you know.
I'm hoping this one will be.
Sometimes
like,
it has
fine.
Pikachu in it. And if Pikachu's in the
Um,
game, then it'll sell fucking 10 billion units, and the scalpers are gonna buy the cards, and it's just all these people are lost, man. They're all lost in a forest. That's what's the forest in Zelda that never ends?
The Lost Woods.
It's the Lost Woods. It's these people trapped in credit card debt and working a sales job and fucking I gotta pay for gas. You can escape. You can enjoy something meaningful. You can create. The world is your.
Yes.
You know, and you can go out there and you can read smut and you can date a chopped huzz and you can love on a chopped huzz and you
The
can
world is yours.
you could throw garbage at people. You know what I mean? Like you could do anything. Is kind of what I'm getting at.
You do literally anything you want ever.
You could do anything. So why buy the Nintendo Switch 2 at this point? Just wait. It'll still be there.
Yeah. It'll also be easier to buy if you wait until.
And also, I want to buy a synthesizer. That's the other reason.
Yeah, so that's that. Okay, we can just get to the nitty and the gritty of it.
Because I want to learn how to play piano a little bit.
Good for you.
I guess it's more playing the synthesizer, but a synthesizer is also
The
kind
same
of
shit.
a piano.
It's the same keys.
Yeah,
You could take.
it has
the
way
knowledge
less
you
keys,
have.
but
Yes, but you could you could play it on different octaves on the piano. You'd
Yeah.
be like,
well, the cool thing about the synthesizer is it's because it's I'm gonna nerd out. It's polyphonic, so you can use one voice, you can do one octave, and then you can tune one of the other voices to a different octave, and you can play it over at the same time. It's like a beat machine, and then you can change the settings of the oscillator. You can make the cutoff. You can change the cutoff knob, and then if it's analog, you can plug the voice 1 into the voice 2 input, and then you can also route that into the LFO, and then you can rate control, and you can make anything,
that does actually.
and
sound
it's
really cool.
infinite.
The infinite synthesizer.
It's infinite, man,
Yeah.
and it costs about as much as the Nintendo Switch 2.
Well, then you should get a synthesizer.
I might get a synthesizer, man.
Then you should.
I might do that.
Well, enjoy your synthesizer. See ya.
Okay. But I didn't get to do my outro, man. What the hell? Whatever.
Okay, fine. No, go ahead, please.
No, it's over.
I haven't stopped.
It's over. Okay, what did we learn today? All right,
I learned
goodbye.
that maybe. Okay.